Welcome to this quantum security and defense presentation, implementing quantum security for 5G networks at SMOAD, and thank you for being a valued member of our community. Vinod Thamilarasan is the AVP of Product Development in SMOAD and is now working with a technical team to develop products in quantum security. SMOAD Networks, which is primarily a network company, is currently integrating quantum practices in its networking product portfolio and enhancing the security of the private networks. SMOAD Networks is working in UK and Europe markets for private network and quantum security.
Yeah, sure. Thanks a lot, Anna and QSecDev for giving me this opportunity and for our organization. So we are basically a telecom company, and we excel on private networks and private connectivity to enterprises. We have our own SD-WAN offerings, where we have the entire infrastructure, which is homegrown, that is the routers and the software that is backing it up and everything. So, with that, our latest innovation into the market, which we are spearheading into the market, is majorly 5G based private networks, where we deploy private connectivity, a closed loop network to enterprises, majorly for enterprises whose data connectivity is a priority for them, where and their data security. So people opt for private networks mostly because they don't want to be hosted in the public space, and they want to reduce, their exposure or their vulnerability to any sort of external attacks, and to also constantly have networks connecting to their infrastructure without any sort of dip. So with that into consideration, we majorly deal with telcos and financial organizations like banking and non-banking organizations, and also healthcare. And one of the reasons why these people go to 5G based networks is the amount of control that you can get all across, your ecosystem, multiple areas, multiple locations all over the world can be maintained and managed from one center point. And there's a lot of flexibility that you can get in your network by itself, the kind of bandwidth you would like to allow to multiple to particular applications or particular softwares that you want your organizations to use, and the kind of enablement that you give to the users who will be able to uh, get more insight or get more improved usage of connectivity inside their organization. So this is what we majorly deal with. So, because we deal with private networks, we also understand, and we have, because we have our ear to the ground, we have this input from all of our clients at multiple areas where they talk about the still non-stopping attacks which they have in their network. So, basically, a private network, even though you make it as strong as possible in the current infrastructure, due to multiple reasons, there's a huge exposure, or there's a huge vulnerability through which the hackers or any sort of jailbreak people can break into any sort of network, and they'll be able to use this. And as we all know that with the quantum computers getting developed and becoming more and more optimal and more easy to use by the commercial causes, this will just increase day by day. So and we were like 3 years ago, we were looking at multiple ways to address this issue and make this more robust and strong.
Watch the full presentation online community. Visit www.quantumsecuritydefense.com